Yeah.
We can get on the TSM, get my name changed to Big Doug now. I'm not Quarter. Unfortunately, he's subbing out for our Vampire Savior block just because it's the game he's less experienced with. But we have me instead.
Yeah, and you got me, Lord Fluffy. Well, I may not be the most familiar with this game. I tend to pride myself in being able to give you a mindset of at least the players, because a lot of the time you can look at the mindset, you can look at how a player is playing, and even if you don't fully understand the game, you can get a general idea of their game plan, what it is working, what isn't working, what they could kind of change up as they're going through things. So,
oh yeah, absolutely. I think with like winners finals, we're gonna see a lot of that, like the not mental shift, but that oh yeah, we're now getting our now restarting the game, getting our button sorted out.
Yeah,
Akuma. All right.
Yeah, so we head right on into everything.
Sasquatch, that's such a cool character.
Yeah, and then of course Jetta, the main zoning character of the game. Gonna be difficult to work around. Jetta having very strong projectiles. Those blades that he can throw out and put in the middle of the screen create a wall that a lot of characters do struggle to get around and force more patient play. But you are seeing though, BB Hoodlum is going in and doing a lot of jump ins right now, which is kind of what you have to do depending on where those projectiles are and the walls that are being put down. But nicely done, getting that good chain for a lot of good damage, and that puts Jetta back at a distance where Jetta wants to be in a lot of cases.
And it brings a lot of that recoverable health back. I mean, where we saw Sasquatch just seconds ago in the health lead, now he's the one on the back foot trying to fight his way back into Jetta. Oh, but gets that big conversion in the corner to kill.
Yeah, and a big whiff on button from Donut Lord is going to make that.
Yeah, these ice spikes were doing really good work. I mean, we're seeing a lot of less patient play from BB Hoodlum, just forcing his way in, using Sasquatch's long reach, big block strings to just force pressure onto Donut Lord.
Yeah, and when you're in the corner with Jetta, it becomes a lot harder to set up those traps that you want people to fall for. But there we go. Donut Lord does make his way in and manage to get the first round here. Of course, Darkstalkers works on a 2-round system, but it's very similar to Killer Instinct in the sense that it's all the same life bar. You don't reset life bars between rounds. So right now, it is a massive health lead right now for Sasquatch and BB Hoodlum, but that's some good damage. But stuck in the corner once again. This is a trouble spot for Jetta, but nicely done to cross it up and reverse the situation. And it's the command grab. Excellently done. That's a lot of damage. It's going to put this into potential one-hit situation. But the spikes come out.
That P2. Oop.
That was incorrect. Yeah, very nicely done in that situation. Of course, the air dash from Jetta is one of those cases where you are more or less vulnerable during it. So if you use it at the wrong time, you can get punished very easily for it. So nicely done from BB, knowing the situation, can throw out the spikes, catch the dash in attempt, take the round, and we'll give 1-0 to BB in winners finals. So of course, this is first to 3, best of 5. So Donut Lord still has,
he's got a good amount of wiggle room to work with here. Wow, big damage already on the board for BB, but is that a command grab there?
Not quite sure. Not as familiar with the movesets of this game as other games, but does get the grab out and manages to get a healthy right out of the gate. But again, those big, long, reaching limbs of Sasquatch can get him
stuck in the corner.
Get him in a better situation than a lot of other characters versus Jetta. So have to be careful. Wow. Yeah, big whiff. That's going to lead to the chain. And of course, you're getting those normal chains together. Very easy to hit one hit.
Another command grab there. Ice spikes.
Yeah, being patient now is Donut Lord with Jetta. Doesn't want to go for an errant attack, but does get caught by the spikes again and is going to lose the first health bar. But it's not too much of a life lead right now for BB, but he is all in control in this corner right now.
Yeah, great roll out of the corner there. Now we're back into the center screen. It does get Sasquatch's first health bar down. Now Sasquatch back to corner.
Yeah, one thing that I'm noticing BB is doing is a lot of rising aerials with that big forward kick. Because Jetta's on the taller side of characters in this game, the hitbox can actually cause a sort of fuzzy situation. Yeah, just a second. Gets a lot of good hits with that, and then manages to outzone the zoner in that set round. Game number 2 to BB, working wonders right now. Now that wiggle room is not really there for Donut Lord. It's going to have to do a reverse 3-0 to take this set.
Oh yeah, I mean, Those ice spikes are mean. Oh, we're seeing a character switch. We're going into L Raptor.
Yeah, interesting choice, but I like the swap out because wasn't really able to make heavy use of Jetta's zoning tools in the matchup. So swapping to a different character does seem to be the call here. And right out of the gate, it's looking to be better.
Oh, Thoreau's out. So we're seeing the mental switch up from BB too. He knows this character just as well, and he is going to play his game nonetheless.
Yeah, strikes his way in. A little bit of a life lead right now for Sasquatch. They're relatively even at this point.
Ooh,
but the install, the chainsaw is out right now. This can be a lot of
jump over the spikes.
Oof. Good job by BB recognizing the situation. That chainsaw, if allowed to run you down, can deal a lot of damage. That install from Raptor is scary.
Ooh. We're seeing really good spacing here. I mean, we're getting around a lot of those crouching heavies, the big ol' kicks. And that does lead to Donut Lord taking Sasquatch's first health bar and having that corner pressure still.
Yeah, but we're noticing BB is doing a lot of jumps. Basically, in any situation where it's a neutral, BB is just perfectly willing to throw out a jump and try and throw those big, long-reaching limbs to get stray hits or force block strings. And I'm starting to see the adaptation now from Donut Lord, looking for those jumps, looking to do the anti-aerials that Raptor has to punish those. And now you're seeing BB is adapting, not going for as many jumps right out of the gate. So both players recognizing each other's habits and adapting quickly once their strategies don't work as well.
Yeah, this is a good quick adaptations, especially with the character switching. Both people have to be on top of their game as much as they possibly can be just to stay alive.
Oh, but this chainsaw is going crazy right now.
Even the chip damage on that is just not fun to hold.
Yeah, you've got to be careful of it. But even in the situation where you're forced to block, you're going to be in a rough situation. Speaking of rough situations, the aerial tornado comes out, gets blocked, but not properly reacted to, and eats a quick normal after the fact. Donut Lord will take a game and force us into a game at number 4.
Yeah, these are really quick games here. I'm surprised just how fast the games are going, how fast these adaptations are coming out. Because I mean, at the beginning of the set, it was just jump, and by the end of that game, it feels like it's already gone.
Yeah,
I mean, even the moment Raptor came out, we're seeing a lot more throw.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one of those cases of, okay, it's seeing you there. A lot of jumps coming out from BB. BB tends to be the type of player that if something is working, he won't stop doing it until it stops working. Afterwards, he'll be quick to adapt to it. But he's very good at recognizing when something does start working. And you're seeing it again, just going for a lot of jumps in this situation. Now, the jump gets punished, starts going on the ground more, and has a lot of pressure here. Puts himself in the corner, but jumps out of it very quickly. Donut Lord right now is struggling a lot of recoverable life. Can he get that back? It's going to be tough to get it all back, but he's holding out right now.
Right over the ice breath, not a full conversion to kill. Techs the throw.
Good block string right now.
Yeah.
Of course, can stretch the body out on Raptor. Great punish of the air drill, and that's a good chain into a knockdown.
Still not quite dead yet. The ice spikes just a little bit of alcohol, and is that the chip damage to kill him?
Yeah.
BB Hoodlum moving on to winner's side of grand finals, 3-1 against Donut Lord.
Yeah, very good pressure in that final game on the side of BB, just not letting Donut Lord any opportunity to get out whatsoever. At that point, we are moving on to our next match here, which we will get to in a moment. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are watching Bellingham Beatdown. We are here at the October Spooktacular at Bellis Fair Mall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I think next up, we're going to be having our losers semifinals on stream here. No idea who's in it, but we'll be seeing that here in a second. I'm going to go to our BRB. I think we're going to switch out to our dedicated commentator for our second spot of Darkstalkers.
All right.
Yep.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a second.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Vampire Saviors here at Bellingham Beatdown. We have our next matchup for you. I believe this is our losers semis between Matcha Bunny and Estrogen Patch Notes. And we are going to go ahead and get in game here between the two of them. The characters were not quite correct there. We do, of course, have Felicia versus Sabin, I believe. Was that... sorry, Taliban, not Sabin. I'm thinking of somebody else. Either way.
Talbane.
Talbane.
Yes. Hey, what's up, chat? What thinks about here? It's time to get loud. Talbane is a character I've seen before for this game.
Yeah, Talbane is a very popular character to pick up as a first timer to Darkstalkers, but also just a generally popular character as well. This main move right here, these dashes from Talbane are the core and butter of his kit, and you can chain multiple of them together in the right
He's got nunchucks. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you don't see that move very often. It does leave Talbane open to being punished. So
was that a command grab?
I believe so.
I thought he got a normal throw, but then he did it. Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, that's either junk. Yeah, it did look like it was EX with the way things were flashing, so it did look like a command grab. That being said, Talbane, very popular. It also has that big beam super there. Covers the entire bottom part of the stream, either basically forces a block if you can't punish Talbane out of it. But right now we're seeing a lot of pressure from Matcha Bunny on the side of Talbane. Is running it down, but good job by EPN right now to keep things in center. Good job. I was going to say in this matchup specifically, that big beam is not a forced block situation because Felicia has the ability to jump off of the wall. Very nicely done to jump over the beam, get the punish on it. And it's been a pretty even game from there. Both players low on health on their last life bar here. Good job at the throw. Can't quite close it out in the corner. Nice rollout. Oh, almost got it there. The beam is there.
Jumps over the super again. One more hit.
Very nicely done there from EPN.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, EPN did a great job of counteracting that beam super with the wall jumps, and Felicia having that extra movement is going to be a huge advantage in this matchup. Yeah, Matcha Bunny probably just needs to rely a little bit less on that. Try and get EPN locked down in the corner, although again, that's not going to be easy with Felicia's movement options.
Yeah. And a lot of in this matchup specifically, it's going to be a lot of can you trick your opponent into doing something that you know you can punish, because both of these characters have tools where they can force a whiff punish or bait something out and then bring a huge punish from it, or use a big normal, just get a single whiff punish from it. And you're seeing it a lot in it right now where both of them are just kind of going for single normals, or if they can get a chain, they'll quickly chain it into a knockdown, then maybe back up to reset.
Looked like it could have been a bigger punish there. But now, Matcha Bunny's got her in the corner, just chipping her down. One more hit, and that's sticking that big foot out there. That'll do it.
Using the shimmy, maybe trying to bait a throw, get the kick. Almost got the round trade back there, but didn't quite get the health bar. The recovery is there, and now you're starting to see a lot of pressure from Matcha Bunny, playing it a bit slower, not going for those beams as much. The nunchucks get punished. Like, once again, it's a move that can be punished if you know how to punish it from Talbane.
Yeah.
Used all that often.
I think that might have been a push block from EPN on the EPN is the Felicia, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I think that might have been a push block on the nunchucks to make him whiff, and then that gave her the sweep for the whiff punish. So that was good awareness there. Ooh. Okay. We're just kind of scrapping in the middle of the screen right now.
Yeah, nicely done with the command grab.
Sent her all the way from mid-screen to the corner.
Yeah, very good to get that pressure. In Darkstalkers, you've got more options to get out of the corner. Right there was just a simple jump out.
Yeah.
Ooh, great job to close the gap. It just kind of gets punished on the way in. Those nunchucks going crazy with the EX there.
It's hard to tell, at least from my perspective, when the nunchucks are done. So kind of a tricky block mix up there. You try and swing thinking that you can get a whiff punish, and you get clipped by the last hit. Very low life on both players right now. Trying to push block the spin dash, avoid some chip damage.
Nice block out, nicely done with a block. Oh, they're both just trading single hits, not confirming.
Oh, the throw is still alive, and that was enough. I didn't even notice the timer. I was so locked in.
Yeah, just such a close game at the end there, but the throw is enough to get the life bar in a situation where Matcha Bunny will take game number 2. We are evened up here. We are good for game number 3. Now, I do know, I was about to say,
Dimitri
does have a Dimitri in the pocket. Started with Felicia, but Dimitri can't a ton of damage.
Okay.
With certain special cancels.
Jumping immediately for Matcha Bunny works out. So is Dimitri kind of like the kind of like a Shoto in this game? I'm pretty sure he has a DP. Looks like he's got a fireball.
Yeah, that spinning leap he just did was his DP, and he does have a fireball. I wouldn't quite call him a full Shoto, but he does have the core tenets of a Shoto, being the DP and the fireball to be used with. One of the things.
Oh, no punish there. Looked like that was punishable, but
nice job of the DP on that jump in attempt, though. Nicely done. Again,
oh, nice.
As EPN is getting these, but
and there it is. That's what that super can do. If Matcha Bunny gets too careless throwing out fireballs, that super will punish them hard. And again, that's going to take out the first life bar there, but very low life on Talbane. Couple more pokes will do it.
Nice to John with the null chain into a knock.
Okay, trade on the anti-air there. We'll take it.
Yeah, if the trade ends up taking a round, you'll normally take it. You get a general good you get a good amount of time to reposition yourself, set yourself up where you want to. So even though you take a little life for it, you'll get the advantage in positioning attempts there. But as of this round starting, Matcha Bunny been on the offense, EPN been on the back foot the whole time, and the life lead right now is on the side of Matcha Bunny.
Little teleport action there. Looked like he phased right through the Yahoo. Okay, blocks the super. I'm noticing already that not having that wall jump is causing Matcha Bunny a lot of problems. Dealing with Talbane's offense in the corner. Nice mash there. Oh, tried to go for, was that like EX drill? Tried to get out of the corner, but EPN just backs up and throws the super out again. Catches him, so.
I believe it's Matcha Bunny on the Talbane there.
Matcha Bunny Talbane.
Correct.
Okay. I keep getting them mixed up for some reason.
Yeah, Dimitri as a choice, you do lose out on that wall jump, which means you don't have as good of a way to quickly avoid the beam super when it does come out. But Dimitri does offer different strengths. The biggest thing being damage. If Dimitri can chain into some EX specials, he can take almost like 40% in a single normal into EX chain special. So there's a damage advantage there. And of course, having access to an invincible DP is always a strong option, especially in a game like this, where the offense can be coming at any time. Again, multiple DPs in a row on the offense attempts there. Nice duck under on the dash. EPN started it on the back foot there, but has managed to claw back the health bar to about even.
The dive from the Abu actually put Matcha Bunny on the other side. And she is going to take the first round there.
Yeah, as long as you can keep this life, every little bit of damage you get on that second health bar has an advantage.
Nice DP.
Couldn't quite get a lot of it. The DP equaling it out there.
EPN has been calling on some of these dives with DP pretty consistently. She must have some kind of read. I know these two play each other all the time, so.
Yeah, of course, these two players live together. So will know each other's habits. Yeah, right there you see finally baits a DP, doesn't quite get a punish for it, but gets that habit there. Now the nunchucks when you
oh, nice. Just a backdash into super to catch the jump in, and that's going to be 3-1.
Yeah, that is 3-1 on the side of Matcha Bunny. EPN started off strong with the first game, but right immediately a reverse 3-0 from Matcha Bunny. And that is going to be it for losers semis. Matcha Bunny will lose on to losers finals. Respectable 4th place there from EPN.
Good stuff. Good stuff. What's up, chat? I'm here. I'm finally here. I was supposed to be here earlier, but I fucked up. But I'm here.
Yeah, man. How could you miss your scheduled commentaries block?
I mean, it would help if I had actually like looked for the schedule beforehand, but you know,
I mean, you only got pinged about it on Discord.
I did get pinged about it, but
I am being I'm being a little boothead right now, but don't worry about it.
So many Discord notifications pop up on my phone. It probably just got buried.
Yeah,
and in all of the nonsense. So
yeah, that definitely does happen. I remember a time. I was getting a ton of Discord pings all day, and one popped up in the middle of something. I didn't even register it. 10 minutes later, I'm getting pinged 4 times from the same server. Why am I getting pinged? Oh, I have a charity event I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
I was supposed. Oh no.
No, I was like, I was sitting at home playing some Splatoon, and then I get a DM from Rob. He's like, "Are you on your way?" And I'm like, "Am I supposed to be there?"
Is it Sunday? Is it? Oh no,
it is in fact Sunday.
No.
And I realized, anyway, Anyway, we're here.
All right.
We're here at the Bellis Fair Mall, at the community room, tucked away in the back corner of the.
Yeah, near the food mall, tucked away right behind the bathrooms.
Past the bathrooms to get here. I was like, do I really have to go all the way down this hall to get in here?
Everyone was confused by that. They were just like, "Are you sure it's where the bathrooms are?"
Yeah,
and yeah, it is. We see it on the map.
It sure is.
All right.
There's no other signage until you have to literally be right outside the door to see the sign for the community room.
Yeah, you do. That is what it is. It's a nice room. We got plenty of space for plenty of setups here.
Yeah, we got some nice mood lighting, some black light action going on here.
Yeah, doing our best to give everyone here a great time today, ladies and gentlemen. You are here.
It's getting warm. I think I'm gonna take my jacket off.
Oh yeah.
A little more appropriate, although I was kind of saving the tech and block.
Of course, I am representing.
I'll show off the back as well.
Nice. And of course, I am representing a Bellingham Beatdown with a t-shirt. There is merch, I believe, that you can potentially get somewhere. I wouldn't know all about that, but if you want to help support the community, there's plenty of ways to do it, of course.
I don't know. Zach, can you exclamation merch in the chat to pull up the shop, or where is that?
Yeah, of course. There's tons of different things you can get. Of course, I'm currently wearing one of the t-shirts we have available.
I have a hoodie as well, a zip-up hoodie.
Yeah, there's a hoodie. There's also I call it a toque. Apparently, Usagi calls it a toboggan. It's a hat.
It's a hat.
It's the hat that's you use for winter.
Okay. Is it like a beanie with the palm?
Pom
on the top.
It's the palm one on the top.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I call that a toque, and apparently not everyone calls that a toque.
I didn't really have a word for it until just now, honestly. I just called them beanies with the palm on the top.
That's fair. The one I have doesn't actually have the palm on the top is the thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is there something else that's a determining factor?
I'm not sure. I think it's just a specific style of it's meant to be more for warmth than it is for how a hat has the front part to cover your head from your eyes from sunlight.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I think the toques are more designed for being used in winter for warmth and stuff. Mm-hmm. Although some people do wear them all the time because they just look better on them, which I do. Yeah. I do think some people look really good in toques.
All right. Well, here I am learning things today about something not related to fighting games.
Well, we are waiting for our next match, which is, of course, going to be Matcha Bunny versus Donut Lord. We are waiting for, of course, Donut Lord is our TO, also the streamer, and also the tech guy, and also the fighting game player. So very busy man. We have to make sure that he is, actually has the time to be able to play the match. So I think in the meantime, we're going to go on to a quick break. But again, you can do exclamation point merch in the shop anytime you want to go and support Bellingham Beatdown. Again, seeing a great example of the shirt right here. Great logo, excellent design, great and comfy. You get them all different sizes. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and support our boy Donut Lord. But in the meantime, we will be right back for just a couple of minutes as we get the match set up. See you in a sec. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Bellingham Beatdown with some more Darkstalkers, aka Vampire Savior. We're gonna have Donut Lord on the Jetta and Matcha Bunny on the Talbane as we get things set up here. Of course, Donut Lord on the left, Matcha Bunny on the right. Of course, you were mentioning on the break, Jetta, a very interesting character for Darkstalkers. Generally speaking, he's the only real pure zoner type character, or at least one that can play as a pure zoner in the game.
Okay, I know that he has some like unique movement options.
Yes. So Jetta has an air dash. We actually went straight into the game here.
Yeah, we are straight. Oh, we got the Talbane mirror. Okay. Never mind about Jetta.
Yeah, Donut Lord sets us up for Jetta on the versus screen and then decides to the Talbane mirror. You know what? Fair enough.
I was gonna say that Jetta might have a really hard time against Talbane, especially with how Matcha Bunny is running this corner pressure. Because Jetta does not have like a DP, doesn't have good defensive options. So
yeah, Jetta,
I think he has a really floaty jump too.
And
So
Jetta
it was going to be hard for Jetta in this matchup.
Yeah, basically it boils down to, can Jetta make space to get the projectiles out that he needs to, or does Matcha Bunny keep that pressure up constantly and not let him escape? But of course, the Talbane mirror is a lot of, you're going to be seeing a lot of one person does a beam, the other person does a beam, a lot of throwing out those low normals. Oh, good bait on the DP.
That doesn't straight up punish the super, does it, on block?
I do not believe it.
I don't think it does, but it's going to be like you can't press anything afterwards. If your super gets blocked and if you try and do anything, you might get caught by the other person doing the super.
Definitely. It does leave you in a pose like that for a long time.
Yeah.
But it does also leave you in block string for a long time, block stun for a long time as well. So very hard to keep that fully in place. That said, both players right now, we're seeing Donut Lord,
that
the
throw's gonna do it
for the L. But yeah, both players doing a lot of patient play and then immediately rushing down the moment they get an advantageous situation. That's the name of the game when it comes to Talbane. But we are going to be
seeing a character switch.
Yeah, Donut Lord actually swapping over not to the Jetta, actually swapping to the Raptor, which I think in terms of a pick, not going Jetta, definitely as you're saying, hard for Jetta to really work in the Talbane matchup, because Talbane not only has very good rushdown tools, but that big beam can rushing down. But yeah,
so I don't know what Raptor does, but I'm seeing a lot of buzzsaws. I saw this like, okay, he's doing Beyblade shenanigans. I saw him do, wow, that's a big button.
Yeah, Raptor's big thing is definitely the length of his buttons. He has a lot of very good ones that have very long range. Not necessarily the best frame data in the world, but with the way older fighting games are, you don't necessarily have to have like a 2-frame normal to catch somebody, because the pace of these games is always high.
Yeah. Wow, okay. That's super seemed like it did a huge chunk, but we're going to teleport right into a grab there. Matcha Bunny's stuck in the corner though. Oh, he's going to walk under that cross-up attempt. Now we're back to neutral. And yeah, I think the gameplay, whoa, what's happening? Oh!
Got a command grab super and stopped the beam. Done.
Did he grab her from all the way across the screen?
Yeah, all the way across the screen. Pulled her out, gave her the dunk through the hoop.
Wow, we got that on stream. That's crazy. Nice anti-air there. I don't know if that's a DP or just a weird air super, but that is certainly going to stuff that approach out for Matcha Bunny. And that Raptor, maybe if it's just a little matchup unfamiliarity, but it certainly worked out for that game.
Yeah, obviously, depending on who you...
Oh, really?
Goodness. Wow. Okay, so Matcha Bunny now swapping over to the Jetta here after the swap to Raptor. So we were mentioning earlier that Jetta might have a bit of issue with Talbane, because not only does Talbane have a lot of good rush down options, but he also has that full screen beam that can kind of negate a lot of the zoning attempts from Jetta. But we're seeing here with that no longer being the case and having to work with Raptor, Matcha Bunny perfectly content now to play Jetta. And of course, Jetta's big thing is these saw blades. When you throw them out, it takes a while for them to come out, but they are a long-lasting, lingering hitbox, and they more or less can force your opponent.
Oh, wow, perfectly spaced that. Get over it. Oh, is that an install suit?
That is an install. Puts a big saw blade as the base of
Oh, I
a lot of
see.
normals for Raptor there. And yeah, really good pressure here. Ooh, great job with that command grab there.
Yeah. Ooh. Using. Oh, got her again with the dunk. Super. Actually gonna roll out of the corner though. I've seen that a couple times already in these first couple sets. People trying to.
Ooh,
Oh,
command
okay.
grab super.
That's
Is going
gonna do
to
it.
steal the first round. But
Drag him down to hell.
yeah,
Nice, going under the buzzsaw.
Ooh, he's Donut Lord right now is managing to get through all the attempts.
Got him again.
Yeah, this super does about 25% of the health bar. Does leave some recoverable, but if you can get rid of that instantly.
Oh, okay. Not this time.
Nice jump
back
with the
throw.
grab. This time backs away, throws an EX on that.
That one is like twice as big as the normal one.
Oh, great job with the up DP though. That tornado upwards to catch the jump attempt. Donut Lord will take game number 2. Not really able to fully make use of the zoning tools from Jetta. The big weakness, of course, with that saw blade. Even though it does cover a lot of the screen, especially when you make the super variant of it, the EX variant of it, it comes out very slow. So if you know which way it's coming from, you can react and get through quickly to the other side. And yeah, we're seeing a swap back to Talbane from Macho Money after the attempt on Jetta. Very reasonable response, in my opinion.
Yeah, it honestly, either one looks like a decent pick right now in this matchup. I thought the Jetta could have been okay, but Macho Money's probably been playing Talbane for most of this bracket, so she wants to go with a more familiar character.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're seeing a bit of a slower pace from both players right now. Both of these characters, if they can get into an advantageous situation, they can really force the issue. And right now we're seeing a lot of grabs, very large amount of grabs from Macho Bunny. Not really able to get the hits in on regular hits, so just starts going for those grabs, and it works.
That jumping buzzsaw looks obnoxious to deal with.
Yeah, full
okay, I like that throw into super just to make him block. Ooh, nice throw again. Okay, the nunchucks. And I like Donut Lord's game plan with the Raptors seems to be like almost like a Dulcim style game plan of just stick out the long range buttons to stuff these approaches from Match Money. But Talbane has so many ways to mix up his approach that if she can just like stay calm and mix up her approach, she can definitely win this matchup.
Yeah, and a lot of good blocks coming out from Donut Lord right now, but every now and then he just gets hit by something or gets hit by a throw, and yeah, just like that, so many good throws, tick throws setups, just regular throw setups, catching jump ins. Macho Bunny, very nicely done. We'll bring it to game number 5, the final match here in Losers Finals. Winner of this will go on to Grand Finals to face BB Hoodlum waiting over there. And we are not seeing any character swaps. We are going in with the Raptor versus the Talbane in game number 5.
I agree. Stick it out. Game 5 is not a good time to switch characters, no matter how the set is going. Ooh.
Yeah, Macho Bunny using a lot of those Talbane dashes, just trying to mix things up.
Yeah, because she wasn't doing that a lot in the last game.
Yeah. I'm really I'm really liking the choice.
Wow.
Yeah, just so much
rushing him down.
Such a huge life lead right now. I'm really liking the choice to go for these dashes, because that last game was full of a lot of attempts at slow, methodical gameplay of going for like just regular small block strings and then throws, or lots of throws. And now you're catching all of these buttons by going with more aggressive options. And it's just working out with that game plan that Donut Lord has not been able to fully adapt, and it still has a huge life deficit right now.
Okay, and now we see Match Money. I was just about to point out how the last game we saw Match Money play a lot safer with the Talbane. Yeah, a lot of throws, a lot of safe block strings into throw. And she tried to kind of slow it down at the end of that round to close it out, but Donut Lord able to get the round on her. So we'll see if she tries to rush it down a bit more or play a bit safe. It's getting a little dicey. Oh, she ducks under the jump in, but no punish. Donut Lord is the life lead now. DP. Oh, one more hit. That's it.
It's not going to be enough.
Oh, she's alive.
One hit is all it's going to here. Great job.
Super. Okay, the block. She got a bunch of life back.
They trade a hit. There's a lot of the grab. And Macho
Bunny over the Beyblade and gets the throw. Macho Bunny.
Excellent job from Donut Lord to bring that all the way back, but just right at the end, Macho Bunny has that clutch faster, brings it out. And
that was some crazy, like, that reminds me of a bit of Tekken 8, right? Where you get your opponent down to 1 HP, but they have recoverable health back. So they just, like, they hit you, and then all of a sudden they get, like, 20 HP back. And now you have to hit them, like, 2 more times to kill them. That's kind of what happened with Macho Bunny there. All that recoverable health came back so fast.
Yeah, worked out in her favor. She was basically on death's door, like literally a pixel of livable health. Gets enough of that recoverable back to get a trade, and then 1 throw is all it takes at that point. Macho Bunny moves on to grand finals in a close but clutch Game 5 set.
Face BB Hoodlum, and I saw the tail end of the BB Hoodlums. What character was he playing?
He was playing Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Okay. Yes. So I'm trying to remember what I know about the top tier. I know Sasquatch is another top tier in this game.
Yeah, Sasquatch has very long-reaching normals. Powerful pseudo projectile move in an ice spike ability, where he both sides of him will get filled with spikes, ice spikes coming from the ground that can catch people off guard of how quickly it goes through. Yeah, so we are now getting a setup for that game. Right now, BB setting up on for grand finals.
BB with a nice little Letterman's jacket there.
Yeah, very nice.
I don't recognize the logo, but it looks slick.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be the end of our fighting games for today. We will get to that in a second as we take a look at the bracket and how we got here. And so BB has been on a tear, has more or less only lost one game, 1 round in this entire bracket so far, and even 2-0'd Macho Bunny in winner's semis to send her to losers. So this is a rematch of winner's semis here. Macho Bunny has the capability to definitely take down BB, I would say, but we are going to be it is going to be a rough spot coming from losers. You got to win 6 games versus BB's 3.
And against BB Hoodlum, who is like the retro god of Bellingham Beatdown. I feel like every time we have a retro bracket and BB shows up, he just destroys everybody.
Yeah.
So Macho Bunny's definitely capable, though. She's also kind of a retro killer with these brackets. Her and EPN both, like, they play so many fighting games that they can just jump in these retro games and, you know, they've got the fundamentals to just beat people.
Yeah, Macho Bunny, of course, been playing fighting games a significantly longer portion of her life than I have. Just as an example, has played classic fighting games prior to playing them as a revival or just for fun with friends. No, playing them back when they were in arcades, type of deal. So those fundamentals and that general understanding of old fighting games and how they function give her a lot of power in this. And so far, she's had a good show of it so far, keeping the life lead against BB, getting a lot of good pressure, and gets the first round. But BB now throws into the corner, and it is. That is going to be the first round for BB, more or less evened up here.
That first round was looking like it was going in BB Hoodlum's favor, but then Macho Bunny got like 4 command grabs in a row and was able to take the round there.
Yeah, if your opponent...
So very even.
Yeah, if you're...
Oh my God. Not again. I was about to say.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with Sasquatch earlier. That ice special is so powerful, covers so much of the bottom part of the screen on both sides of him, and it puts the opponent in a freeze state, so that gives BB time to just, approach.
Oh, that's messed up.
Potentially set up an Okazemi situation. And of course, Sasquatch having those big, long-reaching normals.
Yes, I was noticing that. Like, Hoodlum's playing, like, I seem to remember Hoodlum having a more aggressive play style, but with Sasquatch here, yeah, he's really playing into the long range buttons and throwing out that ice trap to catch Macho Bunny trying to dash in on the ground. That's what happened with the last round there. Nice super though to close it out. Macho Bunny with a good lead here.
Yeah, solid lead. Did take the first round last time, but still ultimately lost the game. But that is not necessarily indicative of anything. And right now, I think the decision to play more defensively is technically the right call. Talpain is technically better at a pure offensive play style than Sasquatch is. So if you force the Talpain to come to you, you can potentially get some good punishes in with your long-reaching normals. And there you're seeing just playing that defensive style, catches Matcha Bunny on some approaches, eventually takes the round as a result. And again, that super is coming out and does a lot of work, but thrown into the corner now is BB. Throws back as a response, and now we're in that scramble situation. Super low HP, but nice throw into the corner again. This time goes back for the super.
And so clutch.
Yeah, very smartly going back for the super. BB in response to getting thrown in the corner sometimes has been to go for that ice super. And then in that situation, even though Matcha Bunny takes a hit, the big flame beam from Talbane just eats so much damage. And
the ice spikes is a super?
I believe so. If it's not a super, I believe you can only get that like big wave with an EX version of it.
Yeah, you have to spend meter. Okay, we got a thumbs up from EPN, so
players right now
throwing out the stop sign. EX command grab. Oh, nice. They look like a punish.
Oh, whiffs the command grab there. Gets a small punish on the side.
Did he duck under that?
I believe so. I believe it.
You can delay that so much.
Yeah, it's one of the main ways that Talbane can mix up. Thrown into the
wow, she's alive again.
Yeah, not quite enough to finish the round, but a single jab out will get it. Nice trip up for situation. Another throw. A lot of great throws right now on the side of BB is making him have that life lead consistently here. Small punishments across the board is what's making it work for BB right now, and sometimes that's all you need.
Okay, nice throw. Pretty even. That stand light, that stop sign has just been stuffing every approach. Oh, the foot.
A lot of recoverable life from Talbane here.
Flipped.
Nicely done.
Okay, we still got a lot of meter. A lot of meter on the side of BB. He's just gonna keep throwing out the ice spikes.
Yeah, he's in a situation where he can dump that meter. Yeah, there you go. Game number 3 over the BB on potentially tournament point here. And yeah, with all that meter to work with and such low HP on the side of Matcha Bunny, he can just keep throwing it out and out and out because of how generally safe it is.
Yeah. He still had like another meter to burn after that too. So that was going to be really hard for Matcha Bunny to not just survive, but get in.
Yeah, this is tournament life here for Matcha Bunny. Tournament point for BB. Can we see an adaptation here in game number 4? But starts out on the side of BB with a very good string into the grounded attack. And yeah, the main difference in this particular matchup is the offensive tools from Talbane versus the long reach from Sasquatch. And you're seeing it constantly be thrown out here where BB will go for single hits, single jab, single sweep, trying to get any sort of advantage state that he can. Nice grab though.
Why does that grab take you from one corner to the other corner? That's crazy.
Didn't you know Talbane's can?
I guess so. We'll cross up. Oh, and that's gonna do it.
Yeah, great job.
Okay, immediate super. Immediate response from Matcha Bunny.
Yeah, evens the life up completely here. This is the last round potentially for Matcha Bunny. And potentially the last one would be if he can close this out to win the tournament here. Right now, a small life lead, but that life lead can evaporate very quickly in this game. You can't ever take that small life.
A lot of meter. 2 more meters for Hoodlum. 3 meters, though, for Matcha Bunny as well.
And right now, BB getting very good chains into the sweep. Another good throw.
Oh, I think she tried to bait something. She like backed up and then didn't do anything.
Yeah, nice. Once again, punishing.
Oh, that's a good trade for Matcha Bunny, actually. She's got the life lead. Oh no, she jumps into the spikes.
Another spike
good
is
block.
blocked. No meter right now on the side of Hoodlum. We'll have another meter to work with in just a second.
Good block. Good anti-air. What?
I have no idea what this is. Is this some sort of install state, I believe? And there it is going to catch it right at the end.
I got stun locked.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening.
That seemed to summon little minions that also assist Sasquatch. Very rarely have seen this character myself, but here we see right at the very end good anti-air, does the install.
Oh, he's got little penguins.
Yeah,
Okay.
the little penguins assisting with hitboxes right at the end, and that little
like
combo
Pikmin.
sweep into the ball. That is going to be the end of Vampire Savior here at Bellingham Beatdown. Spooktacular. And BB Hoodlum is going to be our champion.
Good stuff to BB Hoodlum. Good stuff to Match Money for finishing second. Donut Lord third. And Estrogen Patch Notes at fourth.
Yeah.